Gambia Youth Chamber of Commerce is the umbrella body of the young entrepreneurs in the Gambia. Basically, it's a youth trade support institution that support the young people and serve as a voice for some of these young people in policy making.
We are gathered here because GYCC wants to see a Gambia that is open to the world, where every citizen feels safe, employed, and employable to be able to feed their families, and where social accountability is key to the development of our country.
The Gambia Youth Chamber of Commerce, within the 10 days of the exhibition, shall be providing mentorship and coaching programs for those entrepreneurs who are currently starting and are very much in need of those programs.
The future is now. The idea of the youth being the future leaders of tomorrow is a thinking of the past. It is not practical at present. We need to be politically relevant and be economically viable. And events such as this trade exhibition does just that.
Therefore, young people in this age group require social, economic, and political support to realize their full potential and live a dignified life.
We need to identify what are the key challenges or bottlenecks of the young people in the country, especially in the entrepreneurship. So what we realized was one of them was access to finance, and the second was access to markets. There have never been youth exhibitions before 2016. So we came in and established the Youth Chamber with the support of the National Youth Council and the National Enterprise Development Initiative. We conducted our first exhibition. And the exhibition was held at the Youth Monument, where we bring about, as a test, to bring 40 young people across the country to come and showcase their products and services.
At the Youth Empowerment Project, we made a commitment to promote and support youth-oriented initiatives, but also youth-driven initiatives. And there is, to us, no other institution or initiative that represents those values as much as the Gambia Youth Chamber of Commerce. So I thank you from the bottom of our heart for your commitment, for your relentless drives to make this cause, put it at the core of what you do, and to make these activities a success.
The government of the Gambia, under the leadership of His Excellency Adama Barrow, believes that entrepreneurship is the most sustainable means of creating employment, which has a great potential in addressing the root causes of irregular immigration.
The Gambia Youth Chamber of Commerce, within these days, we are to establish trust of state and non-state actors for youth entrepreneurs and promote synergy within the sector.
I must say, given our experience, I can't help but say a big congratulations to the team at the Youth Chamber. Surely, it was not easy. If there is anything that is certain, is that organizing this event was very challenging.
I would encourage us all to really, during the next couple of days, to use this opportunity to explore the many different linkages that we have between the tourism and the agribusiness industry. The days where we're going to be drinking imported juices at the hotels shall be over soon if we are able to make these smart connections. And I encourage you all to really use this to push that agenda for not just Gambian, genuine Gambian produce, but also making sure that there are relationships and business linkages among businesses, Gambian businesses, and we are helping each other to unlock that potential.
So we are open to the international partners, and we are able to get the likes of the FAO came in, the likes of Market Matters from South Africa. So we're open to so many partners that are coming in. And at national level, we're able to have FASTDEP to also come in as one of the key local partners after the Youth Empowerment Project. And this year, we also get the NEMA project come in. We get the FAO country office also supported. And we are very glad that this year we're able to bring the first ever National Youth Agribusiness and Tourism Expo at the Independence Stadium. I'm very happy that with the success stories that we got so far, from the feedback we got from the participants, even though there are challenges that we need to improve on, but there are successes. We are able to bring over 100 young people from the rural areas, and 80% of these participants are all women, are young women in business, and this is very encouraging. And 51% of this all came from the rural Gambia. So this has been the first time in the history of the Gambia that we have a trade fair or an exhibition that have brought a magnitude of that number to participate. For us, that is already a success story.
Yeah, buma starté trade fair bi ba légui gis na njëriñ yu bari du jënd kese moy njëriñ networking tamit njëriñ la because how ma networking bobu ëlëk lu ma indi te believe na ni ki networking bu ma def fii nii si trade fair bi mun na extend suma business bi at the next minute.
As this is my first time to participate in such, I met so many people who have been in the system for so long. So I exchanged some idea with them. I exchanged my business. It serves as a boosting point for my business.
Because ñëpp du mëna tok office. Waaw, ñëpp du mëna tok office. Ba pare Europe bi tamit nekku ñëpp ñoo fa mëna dem. Bagwe bi ni amul ben jëriñ so xolé xaalis bu fa dugal yëpp nga jël ko invest ko sa business bi at the end of the day mu jural la nga mo ko njëriñ daal.
The business was start. It was in 2013 and then got registered in 2014. But when in Bitema, it's just growing. Business will be and then like the employees, some of those that are currently working with us, we are not working before. Karandi and they fanambe imuna fankanjele.
Wow, amal nañu jëriñ parce que da nga gis ne ñu bari ñu ngi ñëw xamuñ woon naka lañ dee package ba dañ dee laajte jël suñu contact pour dañ ko bëgg a xam ba pare am na ñoo xam ne xamuñ comme yeneen difference yi like moringa at mbor dañ dee ñëw jënd pour test ko trade fair is very good that ñu ngi doxlee daal.
Contact business card no na rejang. So business card on be bundle starting from 27 to today. Na business card on bundle. So because of trade fair la saba banda. So nara korenke ning from hotel dobe fonko ke kanande. Gold supply 6 kilo every Monday. 36 crates every day every Monday gold supply wala nande. From Poland poultry farm nande.
Mbe min fola funding kele wala nyinti ko me ba kué a manque solution oti ani office kono si of manque solution oti ka ko abe fuari aban do they are all job bantanga je ko mecho kumayata business o kumayata because dol bi ni business o kumase min ke borondi wolong di moya commencé a manta dore ka ji fofle diklate o man nyana taraje nyanta ela fo ni fo programme ela target sol ya sol amaka ka ko ni a commencé this ya damma e rise atakeno la wanyam domondin gradually andi ba ke kanyami ka karang wala nyama.
We got someone among the participants who even stated that within the 10 days or 3 weeks of trade fair that we did, she was able to earn or make sales up to $65,000. So for me, that is huge, and it's a good start. And most of them got about 15,000, others 21,000. Somebody got about 41,000. So it has shown that there have been opportunities provided, and if there are more markets, then these young people can make a lot of prospects in their lives.
I meet like more customers, and then I jai more bagasi, and then a lot of people are getting to know me and my business. And then I encourage my support. I'm just a
So trade fair nga fonyado kuta bala sura ko nyin kono because the moment nara jannandeng na business on fonle ajira frada blado coming ko mandra expecting past 6 months ko no ba ke kan tawo mana mandra expecting ala nyame so nyin trade fair nara ke na business of frada jam
affaire yi mom yokutale rek surtout yeen sen trade fair yi ngeen indi ni xalaat bu rafet la da nga jappale ndaw yi nga xamantene amuñu doole jaaykat yu ndaw yi nga xamantene am nga pour ñu jël tool ci trade fair day nekk problème ay 12,000 mais yéen ngeen def ba ñëpp am place ci njëg bu yomb ba pare ñëpp ñëw di jënd fii li nga mën a am ci trade fair mënoo ko am ci yeneen sa biir boutique.
And not only about the sales aspect, but there were side events that brought stakeholders together in agribusiness and tourism to discuss with these young people. And we were very happy that there were resolutions, there were good outcomes, and very healthy discussions between the authorities and then the young people, especially those in the tourism and agribusiness sector.
We see that there is a need to come up with new products, with new innovative products and services that can feed into the tourism industry. Now, for instance, today, as we are next to the Youth Agribusiness and Tourism Expo, we see a lot of new innovations coming up from yourselves, young entrepreneurs, and I think that's what is needed in the market. You know, we still see that there are too many imported products. A lot of the tourists who are leaving the country, they actually haven't even spent all the money that they meant to spend here in the country.
Can you imagine $348 million leaking out of the Gambia for condiments or commodities like Irish potato, pepper, onions, and other vegetables that are regularly required in hotels?
What we have problem with is the capacity to meet or supply this market.
So clearly what we see here, there is a mismatch between what the industry needs and wants and what also is being provided in training institutions and so on. So we need to work towards overcoming this mismatch in terms of supply and demand. And that's a big role or a big focus also that we pursue under the Youth Empowerment Project when it comes to the skills programs.
The hotels, they need quality product. When you are producing Irish potato for the consumption of tourists in the restaurants, it has to be quality Irish potato. It has to be quality onions. So quality was number one, that at the time of coming up with that document, there wasn't any institution, agri institution, that could have filled the gap to make sure that we retain
the $348 million is in the Gambia.
I think it have opened up a marketing space, a networking space, and an opportunity for them to see, some of the opportunities where they can actually tap to sell their products and grow.
What are we doing towards retaining that amount of money in the Gambia?
Why can't public health and NANA work with Department of Agriculture and these projects that are there to help youth, train them on standard production of our agriculture like vegetables, onion, tomato?
What has happened to our agriculture, we all know. The rural-urban drift has sent everyone to the urban area. We don't want to farm because there is hard labor and little income.
If you talked about the issue of youth migrants, regions that are most affected are the West Coast region, for example. So for me, there is need that we are able to at least give our maximum focus and concentration and redirect our energies and resources to ensure that we get the young people in the rural areas supported, empowered, and capacitated.
In the area of supply, that's where the huge challenge is, because that the youth that are supposed to be on the farm to produce and be able to supply that quantity we need in the hotel industry are no more there. I don't know whether somebody is from Badibu here. You go to some villages in Badibu, there is no youth. They've all left.
So at the International Trade Center, what we often say is that the Gambia does not have a problem with market. The problem is more on the supply of productive capacities.
We have the water, we have the land, and we have the human resources. And who are the human resources? It's we, the young people.
So we need to work towards developing new innovative products that cater also for the interests and demands for the tourists that come to the Gambia.
We have YEP mini loan, we have YEP mini grant, and now what we are calling for is government subvention. And the government need to involve the private sectors for them to do their social corporate responsibilities and plow it back to the young people. We want to feed ourselves and we want to feed the nation.
For me, it is important. Once we want to make agriculture attractive to the eyes of young people, then when they go back to the farm, we must create the platform and spaces for them to be able to sell their products and services, to be able to connect with the supermarkets, to be able to connect with the buyers, to be able to connect with employers. And this is what the trade fair have actually created.
But business one you can nga kole akol so reje na den menara ke coming feed la ko Kenya na den because ni nara jibe domoro nyim buga so Gambia jan domoro nyi kanale so domoro kana nyame wala ka sam na den so na domoro fanan fonko nyi business one kana ke mole kole akol ni because bodo kilin sa san 1300 1500 by then akara for $1,550. So nara domoro kasot nonje bayelo ko min fanana business on nyabe isino wal nyama bayelo makedo fanan ben krekol afrika maketo to nyame fanan be little bit mba price o mba jindinol dame do bayelo so that because mo be alon jang fuaro la sara Gambia jan dina fanka mare
yenen say sa soko package ni si bouteille ni pour wa supermarket ni jënd ko ci yow c'est problème parce que dañ lay gis ne second hand material la duñ ko dé buga jënda.
There is already market access created by government in terms of exporting this thing to certain markets around the world. We have the AGOA, we have the European market, and we will encourage you. And we know the challenges as far as packaging is concerned. We are also working on that tirelessly with all the stakeholders that are required in this.
My soxla ay machines pour ma ibi suma business ci bopa. Su ma ko ibé mën na dimbal ay jigéen yu bari pour ma lañu jangal ñoom because métier bi nekkul pour góor rek. Because I'm enjoying torop si jigen tamit.
3/4 of the Gambians or outside people, they are saying that Gambian youths are not ready to work. The main reason why we conduct this trade fair is to prove them wrong, that we are ready to work, but the main problem that we have is lack of market. Market is over disturbing us. If you see me selecting my own seed, it's due to that reason. Because if I know that my products are not having good market, I do select my seed and from there I sell the seed, so that I will not have any losses, because I don't need any losses in my business.
We know what the challenges are as a ministry, and it is not only our job to create that conducive environment for entrepreneurship to grow, but also the policy environment and the policy direction.
So as an institution, we have actually grown very fast, and we have actually get very quick wins in terms of able to get good membership throughout the country. So we have a presence felt in the regions within 2 years. So that's something that's a quick win for us, and it's a very sustainable activity that we have conducted so far.
The ministry is very concerned and also very supportive of the initiative that DYCC has undertaken. And in our quest as a nation to industrialize, I think it all begins here.
Porodo ko wole na karambungo jo wole mbalundi fanam fombe bitilo minto andung ay ngati ngatar nga ko fenkele fo nga mo jamal barundi nga mo jamal makoy porfila ko nga mo jamal karandi porfila ko nan
mecce sa wawi dum kay a wawi fof kalto wonda sa wawi mecce ma rek kaldo yada waday mo proof a waday mo jeringo parce que mecce mom ka sa wawi dum rek a pari ton.
As you can see, I'm a university student, but despite being that, I'm still into this batik and tie and dye. So as a young Gambian, you should not let this kind of skills to fade away. And this is part of our culture.
Then métier bi nak mo ci duggé ba légui njëriñ rek la ci nekk di gis wa ci la amé sama famille bi comme ka taw la xam nga taw mom xam nga comme toga yu bari ak dugal sa bopa ci yeneen things yi ni defini teel a jël responsibility
maa ngi start jànga ñëw 2013 maa ngi jeexal 2016 October si la start liggéeyal suma boppa si la start liggéeyal ay ndig daal comme ñu may fay waaye still boobu moom gis naa sa njëriñ moom gis naa sa njëriñ bu bari because change na lu bari si man
a studio soro suwo kono mi yalon ko kaddo ko keje nkamol karandi fana about portrait kara student on aning geswol fananke karande
like science mun ka karalol kenya di keba ma mun be kono safa men na wolen keba mati is about 26 years, so the rest of them are young ones and they are coming up.
Just nimbal rek la buga comme am ay machine rek ibil suma bitigi bopa ay pikas rek la soxla suma amé ñaar ak benn design rek
yombu daal pour ut liggéey then am ko si saasi or something because most of us ñu ngi am people si baax da nga dem si office bi apply doo am waaye nga jóg daan doole def dara at least people will know ne yaa ngi si dara moo gën toogaay bi at the end of the day you won't gain anything. It doesn't make sense.
Ndebe fondi keli amarra mena ngata mechola nga skills nga business nga dun safaro bundato tumando bato abe sone yala because it depend na moka it depend na government kan ka ko government nyanta ke ma ko fonga bela but ni atra na government nyaaje ase ma ko no ne philanthropist dol nyaaje ise ma ko no la do ko.
During the trade fair we were able to also have bring our fashion designers to also showcase some of their talents that they had. And there was a night of fashion. And we bring young designers to also show out to the public what they had to offer. We hope this will continue with the support of the Youth Empowerment Project and other partners coming to ensure that we have an annual event that will bring these young people together. we have several activities coming up. We are trying to, from the trade fair, we're trying to look at how do we continue to connect these people. And we're going to have 5 networking events under the Youth Empowerment Project. And we are also trying to involve with the GIZ project coming up to also get the school networks, establish commerce schools in senior secondary schools in the rural areas.
I just want to say for us at YEP, it's not only about giving you a marketplace for you to be able to exhibit and sell in terms of your products and services, but more importantly for you to be able to network, talk to each other, see what each other is doing, whether they are competitors, you could be competitors, but you can learn from each other. So that engagement for us is really key in terms of events like that. Not just about selling, but networking, and from it you can even have partnerships that can be created from this.
I'm making this thing, networking, very strong networking with this thing, some of the big companies, because many people are meeting me, they are taking my business card, because I do upload my pictures at Facebook. Many people get my contacts that they do call me directly. I will direct them that I'm at the stadium doing this thing, attending the trade fair, the National Youth Trade Fair.
So trade fair nga fongnyado kuta bala sura ko nyin kono, because the moment nara jannandeng na business on fonde ajira frodo blado coming ko mandra expecting past 6 months ko no ba ke kan tawo mana mandra expecting ala nyame so nyin trade fair nara ke na business of frodo jam.
Maybe we do not have the best turnout from the public as a start, but we are happy that we are able to get good number of people that have actually, make it to that level.
This one is a success, yes, but you could look around, you would see a lot of empty stalls. Why are these stalls empty? And we have a lot of youths that are engaged in different type of businesses that would have been here to showcase their talents or their products or services.
What I saw really impresses me, and it is in line with the ministry strategy where we have just come up with a concept to promote Made in the Gambia.
Sales, even though not as expected, because the outcome of people is somehow low, but mol kanale nka wafiro kema, and then kana business card fanan di mall and mol fanan ka interact, especially those that we are in the same business line with.
But we know we have hinges around during the course of the Expo, so we will apologize to the participants who have one way or the other could not achieve or could not have seen a lot of trouble during the course of their stay. And we promise that we as a board and management, we will do our best to improve in our upcoming events as National Expo.
It's not easy to organize a trade fair. And here what we have is 3 weeks. Every day you're here, but also in terms of, again, I want to emphasize, reaching out to young people across the whole country. From what the figures we have as of now is that 114 exhibitors, and of that about 51 are from rural Gambia. I think that is a big achievement, and I would want everybody to give them a round of applause for that achievement.
I wish to at this juncture thank the Youth Empowerment Project for being the main and sole sponsor of this year's Expo. The Youth Empowerment Project, and I can tell you openly, we're the one that built up all the stands for GYCC. And in this have given us the opportunity to be able to have a good footing to be able to do this kind of event here. With the journey that we are taking today, to defend your voice and to serve as the voice of all entrepreneurs cannot be done alone by GYCC. We are a 7-man team, and we cannot do that alone. So we need all of you to come and join us to be together. Then we can continue to advocate, to be able to tell the Minister of Trade, to be able to tell the Youth Empowerment Project the direction and ways in which we think they should be able to support the young entrepreneurs. Able to tell the government of the Gambia what we think are the concerns of the young people, especially young entrepreneurs. And having said that, we want to reassure you of our commitment and continued support to all of you. And I want to conclude by saying a big thank you to all of you for being here.
For us at the YEP, we are proud of our partnership with the Gambia Youth Chamber of Commerce, but more so in being the main sponsor for this fourth National Agro-Tourism Expo.
This Expo was able to gather 114 young people across the country, of which 51 of them are from out the country. It is not easy in organizing, and this is the first time we are organizing such an event. There's much to learn. We learn a lot, and we will improve as we go. We are young people. All of us are young, mounting this great task ahead of us.
It is very, very important that we do all that we can, whether we're in projects or in ministries or in the private sector, to bring together the young people of this country, but particularly not only focusing on the Greater Banjul area, but also our youth from rural Gambia, to partake in all the opportunities that we have as a country, so that they're able to also be not only job seekers, but job creators as well, uplift themselves and their communities, but also contribute to our national development.
The YEP, the first step, NEMA, and the Ministry of Youth and Sport and Trade, we say thank you very much for believing in us as young people, and we hope we will do our best as young people. Without few remarks, I say thank you to all of you for coming, and I wish you all the best back home.
Mrs. Antifatu Jallo Menga from YEP, the Vice Chair of GYCC Board, Mr. BI, the National Organizing Committee of the National Youth AgriBusiness and Tourism Expo 2018, and my fellow participants during the Expo. So, entrepreneurship is just a life journey, which is never easy. But we are lucky today as young people to have the Sustainable Development Goals. We are lucky as young people today to have the ITC Youth Trade and Employment Roadmap. And we are more lucky today to have the Youth Empowerment Project that is here to empower us. In business, we can network together to change our lives and the life of others, and much importantly, to create employment opportunities. And this is my first time to attend such kind of an Expo. During the 17 days program, I was able to meet many young people who are doing best in the areas of agribusiness and tourism, and as well as I was able to make contacts with different business partners. So which was a great thing for me. So on behalf of my colleagues and partners, I would like to thank the YEP, the Ministry of Trade, FASDEP, GAIPA, FAO, Belagua, NEMA, and all partners that supported GYCC so that, to make sure that this program is successful. So on behalf of my colleagues, I say a big thank you. Thank you.